So, Zesty Cheeses recently announced a TF2 video contest, and honestly, I think it's a really cool idea. It gives people a reason to go back, make something creative, and maybe even introduce new people to the game. But it also got me thinking, how many TF2 videos are actually left to make? Because TF2 isn't some brand new game. It came out in 2007, that's almost 20 years ago, and in that time, people have made videos about literally everything. Every weapon, every class, every map, every exploit, every update, every piece of lore, every conspiracy. At some point you start wondering, what's actually left? And before anyone misunderstands what I'm saying, I'm not saying TF2 creators aren't creative, far from it. Some of the best editing on YouTube comes from the TF2 community. People somehow turn talking about a virtual hat into a 20-minute documentary. The problem isn't the creators. The problem is the game has existed for so long that almost every obvious topic has already been covered. So think about it. You want to make a scout guide? There's already 50. Want to rank every weapon? Already done. Want to explain random crits? Done. Want to explain the bot crisis? Already done. Even the most obscure mechanics have probably had a video made on them. And that's not even necessarily a bad thing. New players join all the time. Somebody who started playing this year probably hasn't seen a video from 2016 explaining rocket jumping. So creators remake topics, they update them, they explain them differently, but after a while, you start noticing a pattern. You'll see another why TF2 is still alive, another the history of random crits, another ranking every weapon. It's not because people are copying each other, it's because eventually you run out of obvious things to talk about, and Valve definitely doesn't make things easier. TF2 updates used to completely change the conversation. A new weapon, a new game mode, a major balance update. Suddenly everyone had something to talk about. Now, years have gone past without a major update, which means creators have two choices. Either wait for an update that isn't coming or make videos about older topics again. And that's why I actually like Zesty's contest, because instead of rewarding who can make the flashiest edit, it rewards people for finding something interesting, something that hasn't been already explained 100 times. That's honestly way harder than it sounds. Making a good TF2 video isn't the difficult part anymore. Finding a topic nobody else has already covered, that's the difficult part. And honestly, I think that's why the TF2 community deserves so much credit, because if you look at most games this old, their YouTube scene is basically dead. People upload a video every few months. Everyone moves on, but somehow TF2 refuses to die. People are still making animations, still making documentaries, still making SFM videos, still discovering weird bugs, still organizing community events. The community has honestly done more to keep TF2 relevant than Valve has. I also think people underestimate how difficult it is to be original nowadays. If you have an idea, there's a decent chance somebody already uploaded it 8 years ago, maybe with 2 million views. So now you're sitting there wondering, do I make the video anyway? Do I try to improve it, or do I spend another week trying to think of something completely new? That's a position most TF2 creators are in now. But here's the funny thing, people have been saying TF2 has no content left for years, and somehow every few months somebody uploads a video that nobody expected, and it blows up. Somebody finds a forgotten mechanic, a weird piece of history, an obscure community event, which just tells a story in a way nobody else has. So maybe the game hasn't completely run out of ideas, maybe we've just reached a point where finding them takes a lot more effort. So no, I don't think TF2 content is completely dead, I don't think creators are lazy, I definitely don't think people should stop making videos. I just think TF2 has reached a really interesting point. The game is almost 20 years old, yet thousands of people still care enough about it to make videos. That's honestly kind of impressive. The only difference now is that the originality has become the hardest part, and maybe that's exactly what makes contests like Zesty's video contest so interesting. Anyways, thank you for watching.